Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are over at the computer setup because I have a lot of thoughts about this new program that I just found called Notion. If you've never heard of Notion before, you guys stay tuned. It's amazing. It's very cool. And I know you're thinking like, not yet another website that I need, but I think this one is really worth it. And I would not play it. I would not make a whole video about it if I didn't think it was, because my love has been Google Drive since the beginning of time. And this, I think, works even better for planning. So let's get into it. What have I learned from using Notion for an entire month for lesson planning, and how I think it will work well for you? We're gonna do a walkthrough of how I've been using it and talking about some of the features. So if that's something that interests you, then keep on watching. So if you've never heard of Notion, first of all, let's just talk about what that is. I kind of came across Notion during watching on my For You page on TikTok. I love watching like study videos of people with all their desktops and iPads and taking notes and productivity. And I kept coming across this website that people were using, and it looked like this kind of productivity project-based management software. And it just looked like they could really organize their life really, really well. And I just started thinking about it more and more, and I was like, I really want to try this. I think that it would work really well for lesson planning. And spoiler alert, I've been using for a month and I am in love. So let's dive into some of the features. All right, so welcome to Notion. To get here, you're just going to do notion.so, and that will bring you there. You'll be prompted to, sign in with Google or, make your own login, and this is completely free. And so over on this side is where you first make a page. So you would make a page here, and this is what it looks like. And it's very blank, but I promise it's really easy to build your, planner. So I'm gonna come over and kind of walk you step by step through what I did. So I'm gonna go here, and you can put a cover and a little emoji that will show up here, and then a title. And the very first kind of widget I put in, so pretty much you can build these pages in your planner using these different widgets, and one of them is calendar. And this is a pretty standard calendar. There's nothing too special about it. I like that I can put my lesson rotations here, so at a glance I can see really easily, put in some holidays, and there's a little plus sign where you can put it. You can put an emoji, so different emojis mean different things. And then underneath here you can even link, so it's a little plus button here. You can link a bunch of different things, like upload a video, add a database, add an emoji, link to a page. There's so many different things you can do. And so what I did is I used the file upload where I put my block calendar, so I easily can access that whenever I need to. So the next thing that you can add in is a to-do list, and I really found this very helpful. This is a little bit more of an advanced to-do list. So first I'm just going to show you if you wanted to create like a really simple one, because there is a little more simple of a one. So you would add here, you would go to to-do list, and then you can just add things in, like do lesson plans, turn in papers to office. Super simple, and you can check it off as you go. But the way that I do it, and I've been really enjoying this, is I added in a database. So you would go, let's see if I can get down here. Actually, let's put it right here. So there's these different types of databases down here, and I used a table database. So that's what I included in here. And what the beauty of this is you can add a little more detail. So I have my to-do list things here. Again, I have the emojis to kind of classify them. What I like about this is I can add a due date. So let's say that this is going to be due the 24th. And the nice thing also too is that I can add different tags. So let's say that this is a low priority, then I can put it there. I have a check button for done, and I've been really enjoying doing this way. And then when you're done with something and you've got it crossed off the list, if you want to delete it, you can always delete it there. And actually I did do this, so I am going to delete it. There we go. Okay, next up. Okay, this database is where I fell in love. So this is called a board view database. So again, you would go here, you would go all the way down in this board database inline. This is where I was like, I love how visually I can see across the board exactly what's happening. So I added in my kinder. I also added in first grade, second, third, and then fifth and sixth are banding together right now. Fourth grade I don't teach, my co-teacher does. And then I also put in kind of the different concept we're working on, and I color coded them. I just am loving it. So what's really cool about this is you can put in these little like cards. You put in these cards, and I like how you can see across, how many lessons I have. I, again, put emojis to classify them. And then I put just like a little snippet of like where we were going to be at in getting to our goal here, our concept, or what we were working with for the concept. And so you can then click on them. And I added some different things, and you can add your different properties here. There's so many different kinds of things that you can add and customize. I added grade, so I could put in there which grade level it's supposed to be. I added what lesson rotation this is going to be, and then also I loved having this where I could put haven't started, in progress, or finished. So hence down here for lesson 6, I haven't started these yet, and so across the board as I'm starting to write lesson plans, let's say I started this one, I can put in progress and it will change, and so then I can kind of see what I still need to work on, which has been really, really helpful for me. Okay, so then also some other features is down here is where you can actually put the meat and potatoes, is where you can put your lesson plan. And I just made a really simple lesson plan template that I fill out, but you guys, what's so cool is, you can add these check boxes where you add the different materials and did you actually find it and get it. You can put in links. So this is what I just love, is that everything can be so intertwined and all in one place. So for example, like I found this video of hot chocolate and I wanted to embed the Facebook Live. So what I did is you can go here, and I just know now the different, let's try that again. So you can put web, and then this is a web bookmark. And then that's where I just put this Facebook Live, and now it's intertwined and in there, ready to go. So later on when I look at it, I can get to it really easily. Over here, I can embed a video. So same idea. I would come down here. You can do once you know like the different commands, you can do it really easily. Like a video. And then I embed it there. Let me delete that. And then I've added in an image, things like that. Let's go to one where I have something from Google Drive. Let's see, I know I have one in here somewhere. So I can really add in easily things from my Google Drive. All I have to do is come down here and again, add in Google. I click here and I embed anything from my Google Drive, which is fantastic. It makes it so easy to get to it. So that is my long-term ranging, kind of the meat and potatoes of this is, finding that. And I love that I can visually see the whole picture here. And then this is where I can be, more detailed and have the actual lesson plan. And finally, the last thing that I've been using is an activity database. So I am not new to this idea of creating databases. I think that it's so important to have these lists of different types of activities for students. But I think this way is, again, so much more intuitive, so much easier, and so much organized. It's way better than Google, how I've been doing it previously. So this is the same type of database that I used here. So this is a, what did they call it? Let's see, let's go down. Let's say I wanted to add new, there it is. So if I wanted to add that type of database, just a table database in line. Okay, so I'm going to go back over here. So what I like to do when I'm planning out for a month is that I love to build these databases for the concept, and I can just pull ideas and categorize them, and then I can just pull from them throughout the month. And it made my January planning. So this is the first thing that I actually did before I started planning. I made like my concept goals for my classes, and I just started pulling activities that had to do with those, or lesson segments that had to do with that core concept. And then I would just map it out. So I'd say, okay, we're going to move to high and low. We're going to identify high and low. We're going to visualize high and low. We're going to play high and low. And so then down here, as I was pulling things, I was starting to categorize it and say, oh, hey, that is, what did I say? Move to high and low. So that would be great for lesson 1. That would be great for lesson 1. That would be great for lesson 2. And so it's been really helpful. So I would go ahead and just put the title of the activity. Then I could add in all these tags over here. So I have like move, listen, instrument, sing for the different lessons, identify. And then here is where I can link to it. So like I had a bunch of high and low listening examples that I found on Beth's music notes. Well, here it is. And so I can link to it really easily. And then I also added later on in the month, I was like, well, if I use it or not versus not use it, I would like to know. So I added a little checkbox here so that I can do that. And I did that exact same thing with Ta and TT, with half note, with 16th notes, with ukulele, and then also any other January like winter activities that maybe were good for different types of lesson or grade band levels would have been good. And so then here I can put the type of lesson, again, where to link it, and then did I use it. And I actually ended up using a lot of the stuff that I found, and I feel like that is the game changer here. Is sometimes I wouldn't come back and look at the tables in Google Drive that I used to make, and I would kind of lose track of what I had used and not used. And I just feel like this is like so much easier. Sometimes I just don't feel like I went back in Google Drive and looked at everything. But here, when it's just all in one big page and you can just scroll down and see everything, I think you're just so much more likely to actually use it. All right, and that is it for me today. I hope that you guys enjoyed that, and if it just inspires you to use it, awesome. If it overwhelms you, ignore this video. Maybe something to look forward into the future, but I just think it is so cool. I think there's so many amazing features, and I feel like I've just scratched the surface. So please let me know, you guys, is this something that you would be interested in? Would you be interested in some more in-depth videos where I show you how to set this up, maybe create some templates for you guys to get started? I would love to know. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.